There's a shoe drive being held on the Grand Strand. Help for Kids is collecting footwear of all sizes for kids and adults throughout our community.
WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live there at Help for Kids in Garden City to explain. Good morning.
Yeah, we need shoes, lots of shoes, right, Kathy?
We certainly do.
Now, where are all these going?
All right, this is one of the fundraisers we're involved in right now, and we're getting used shoes, and we're packing them up, and a company will come and pick them up and give us funds, which we can then use to buy food for our kids.
Okay, so you're not actually giving these shoes to people, you're turning around and getting
correct.
profit for them, and then you can buy some more food.
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic.
Because we're feeding, right now, I think it's up to 3,200 school-age children in Horry County every weekend.
Right, every weekend.
Every weekend.
You guys provide them with food.
We
really
pack it up. It all goes through the schools. It's delivered to the schools. They put it in the backpacks, which is where our Backpack Buddies name comes from, and they take it home. Most of these children are ones who get free meals at lunch at school, but on weekends.
Right, if it wasn't for you guys, they might not be able to eat for the entire weekend. So it's such an important thing that you guys do for local kids right here in our community. So that's why you're asking people for help. You're asking them for their shoes. It doesn't matter if they're stinky or not, right? They can drop them off.
That's right. They do have to be pairs. And then we put rubber bands around each pair, and we bag them up in here.
Okay.
And there's 25 pairs of shoes go into each bag. We have volunteers that come in and help do the rubber banding. We have them in storage because, as you can see, this place is not big enough to keep them all.
Just like that?
That's exactly right. They throw them in there. And we put 25 pairs in a bag. They actually are done by pounds, but that's they calculate it out, the company that picks them up.
Okay.
And they then send them off to underdeveloped countries, and it provides what they call micro-enterprise. It's families that don't have money, that need jobs. There's no jobs to be had.
Right, they don't have money, jobs, or shoes.
So they take these, they refurbish them, and then they sell them and make money.
And it's a double bonus. You're providing people with shoes who don't have them, and you're providing Help for Kids with some money so they can keep feeding the kids in our area.
Actually, there's a triple bonus to it because it keeps these out of the landfills.
Three bonuses. I mean, how can you pass up that opportunity, guys?
Because there are chemicals in these, and if people just throw them in the trash.
Helping out kids and adults throughout the area. And you know what? Who doesn't have an old pair of shoes that are gently used that they can give away?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, somebody has a greater need for them than just, as she mentioned, the landfill. Landfill has no need for shoes. Help for Kids will collect shoes until it has 2,500 pairs to give out.
And you can find the nonprofit at 12053 Highway 17 South Bypass in Garden City. Or there's the Help for Kids is collecting 2,500 pairs of shoes to give out to community members who need them. But right now the nonprofit only has a couple hundred pairs.
Yeah, they need lots more. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at Help for Kids in Garden City to explain how you can help. Good morning.
That's right. You can drop off any shoe. It can be dress shoes, fancy shoes, men's shoes. Boys' shoes are heavy. That's good because we're working on weight here. You get paid by the pound, and in turn, you're taking this money and you're buying food for local kids right here in our area. So really a good thing that you guys have going on. And you've already got several shoes, but you need more.
We need lots more.
Yeah, lots more. You're only about a quarter of the way there. So where can people drop off these shoes?
Well, we have 3 drop-off places. One, of course, is our own office, which is at 12053B Highway 17 Bypass in Garden City. We're just north of the Inlet Square Mall. If you need directions, you can call us at 651-4310.
Yeah, just look for the Garden City Storage right there on 17 Bypass.
Right.
And you can also head up to North Myrtle Beach, Noah's Ark Baby Shop.
The Baby Shop in North Myrtle Beach. And our third spot is out in Conway at CAP. That's right on 206 Main Street.
Right, so get your shoes, bring them over there. It can be anything, you know, new, used, it doesn't matter. And they're getting money for these, and we're feeding kids right here in our area, guys.
Sounds great. Amanda Kinseth live for us. Help for Kids is going to collect shoes until it has 2,500 pairs to give out.
Yeah, everybody's got an extra pair of tennis shoes, golf shoes, you know, you name it. Sandals. I'm sure you've replaced them at some point. They're at 12053 Highway 17 South Bypass in Garden City. You can also call them at 651-4310. This morning, a shoe drive is being held on the Grand Strand. Help for Kids is collecting footwear of all shapes and sizes for kids and adults throughout our community.
WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live there in Garden City to explain. Good morning.
Yeah, we are bagging up all these shoes, aren't we?
We certainly are. We need lots more of them, though.
Yes, we need a lot more. Talk about where these actually go.
There's a company that picks them up from us, and they send them to underdeveloped nations, developing nations, and it provides them with a micro-enterprise, they call it. It gives these people who are very poor a job, and they then sell them, and so it works several different functions.
Yeah, so the shoes aren't actually for kids here in our area, but what you guys are getting is money to buy food because you feed,
Absolutely.
you know, thousands of kids.
3,200 every weekend.
Wow. And these are kids who might not otherwise not eat.
They probably would not.
Right, right. So people can drop off the shoes. You can drop them off here. Help4Kids is located at the Garden City Storage Center right off of 17 Bypass. Noah's Ark Baby Shop up in North Myrtle Beach, Cap and Conway. All those places are collecting these shoes, and they can be any size. The bigger the better, right?
Bigger
These
the better.
way more. So men, if you're watching and you're done with your hiking shoes, your tennis shoes, then bring them on in because, yeah, these weigh a lot more than our shoes.
We're about 2 weeks into the program, and we're about a quarter of the way. So we need to go because we have to wrap this up by the end of March.
Well, you know what? I've got some shoes.
Oh, dear.
Some tennis shoes weigh a lot, so these are going to people. You know what? It's so many bonuses, and we're helping out kids in our area as well as people in other countries.
Why, thank you very much.
There you go, guys.
Yeah, and like Bart mentioned earlier, keeping those out of landfills too. We're recycling at the same time. It's a win-win-win.
Yep, great job out there by a shoeless now Amanda Kinson. Hopefully she brought a backup pair. Help4Kids will collect shoes until it has 2,500 pairs to give out.
And you can find the nonprofit on Highway 17 South Bypass in Garden City, or call the number on your screen. It's 843-651-4310. Help4Kids is collecting 2,500 pairs of shoes to help out kids in our community and people in foreign countries. Right now, the nonprofit, though, only has a couple hundred pairs.
Yeah, they need a lot more to reach their goal. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinson is live at Help4Kids in Garden City to explain the very simple way you can help. Amanda, those your shoes?
These are my shoes. I dropped them in earlier. I'm literally in my socks now because I believe in this cause. There's so many benefiting factors that come from this. You know, cleaning out your closet, bringing in your shoes, and you guys are trying to fill up all these bags.
We're trying to get 2,500 pairs of shoes.
2,500 pairs of shoes, and those go to other countries who need shoes, and then in exchange you get money and you can buy all this food because you feed, you know, thousands of kids right here in our area.
3,200 a week we're sending out to the schools in Horry County,
right,
for them to take home for the weekend.
And you've got hundreds of shoes, but you're only a quarter of the way there.
We're
so
a quarter of the way there.
We're looking for people to bring in some shoes.
And in addition, we'd like to, if there's any groups out there, Boy Scout groups, Girl Scout groups, school groups, community groups that would like to help us out and have their own shoe drive and bring them to us, we would certainly appreciate it.
Right, I love that. You know, you're always looking for a way to help. So if you're in an organization, you guys can collect shoes in a big box and then bring them all in together.
Bring them here to Help4Kids.
Yeah, and any type of shoes, dress shoes, boots, you know, the heavier the better because you guys get, it's by the pound. So, hey, I gave mine. I challenge everybody to get out here and give their shoes, guys.
Very cool. There's so many people that win. The Help4Kids helping out, you know, feeding kids in our community, the people who get the shoes in the foreign countries, and keeping them out of landfills and recycling your old shoes.
Yeah, and check it out. They've got sneakers, they've got sandals, they've got boots, you name it. Any kind of shoe, really. Doesn't really matter what it is as long as it goes on your feet.
Yep, new or used, adults, kids, doesn't matter.
Yeah, go ahead and check it out. Do what you can to help. They'll collect shoes until they have 2,500 pairs, as you heard Amanda mention. You can find the nonprofit at 12053 Highway 17 South Bypass in Garden City, or call 651-4310.